That brings me to the question as you're asking, what if I'm no longer working? Someone says, I am working.
Yeah.
I've told for this money.
Yeah.
There's someone who came with something chicken. I don't remember what it was called.
Yes.
Chicken something. And they defrauded me. And I can tell you, there's a company that had a downtown something, put money so that they grow it. I put 5 million. A week later, I had the Financial Intelligence Authority had closed them, the Ponzi scheme. And because of that, people have become paranoid and skeptical. And this is a new concept.
Yeah.
It's not that it has not been there. It was not formalized. The way you said communities in Chai used to do it, not formalized.
We call it kuherika.
But now, because it's formalized, someone feels like it's a scam. What do you say to people who think, and I'm saying this again, I am sure some of you want this question answered. YPA is a scam. YPA is a Ponzi scheme. What do you say, and how do we prove that it's not a Ponzi scheme? What would you tell to a person who thinks?
So, first and foremost, I'm going to focus on helping the people who are watching us understand something. Before you think about YPA, this is what I think you should take on if you are to succeed in life. Where there is no risk, don't risk. I'm going to repeat it 3 times so that you can understand it. Where there is no risk,
don't risk.
Don't risk. Where there is no risk, do not risk putting there your money. What does that mean? I'm a Christian. I'm an Adventist.
That I can confirm.
Yeah, I'm an Adventist. So I read the Bible, and all my concepts are gotten from the Bible. I copy strategies that were applied by God himself, because he said, let's create, not let me. That's why I don't believe that I can ever achieve anything alone. That's why I have to have people with whom we sit and say, let's. Then when Jesus came, he first looked for 12 men to do this work with. He could do the work alone because he was a God himself. So he could do everything alone, but he needed a team. If you think you are gonna achieve alone, my dear friend, that is a scam as well that you're having in your head. So the only way you can achieve is finding some people to trust and do with them some business, whether you want it or not.
But you see, some people think that you tell them that when they invest with you, they don't have any risk.
And they don't. Which risk do they have? Maybe a risk of dying before they harvest. And then their next of kin take.
So someone can't lose their money?
No way. No.
Buy goats?
No way.
But you said there's a time you lost 1,500 goats.
Yeah, and no one lost. For the years you have spent 17, have you ever heard of anyone say that I lost my money in YPA?
So I have to ask the person who is watching me, if you've heard that it's a scam, and they've been here since 2008, someone, just in the comments, do you know someone who has lost money with YPA? And put them in the comments.
Yes.
And you have any other questions, please still put them in the comments. We shall do follow-up questions.
Yes.
But for now, I am going to ask, so how do you guard them from the risks?
I've not answered the
first question.
The first question.
Scam?
Yeah. I was just trying to elaborate something. Yes. I'm saying that if everyone understands what you are doing, that means what you are doing is wrong. Yeah. And actually, if I want to start any business, now I'm giving you my way of thinking.
Yes.
The way I do my stuff. If I come to you, my brother, and tell you now, you see, Apoli, I want to start up this business. I think it is going to be running in this kind of way. And you say, oh, that is a good business. Go on. And then I go to a second person, to a third person, and a fifth. They are all saying, yes, that is a good business. I'm not going to do that business. I would simply understand and know that this is not my right business to do. Actually, this is so ordinary that everyone can understand it, meaning that I'm working to become ordinary. But am I working in order that I can become ordinary? If I'm working to become extraordinary, I must do things that majority do not understand. And actually, not understanding YPA makes me understand that what I'm doing is right. Yes, I appreciate not understanding YPA. If a time comes and everyone understands what we are doing, then we shall have become failures. We have to increase and think about something bigger that minority or a few people will understand. Because in the setting of God or in the setting of the world, the rich must be less than the poor. The poor must be many. Because one rich man needs 100 poor men to work around him.
So you're not looking for people who want stability. You want people who want to make money.
Yeah, I want people who really want to think big, dream big, do something big. Rather than having one person, you have one goat. Even if you give it 10 years, you're not going to be rich by the one goat. But if you are really wanting to start a goat farm, you're a group somewhere, you might be a church, just call us, we come on ground, give you the advice it takes, and we shall always give you the market for your goats. So it doesn't mean that we are entirely doing it at our farms, no.
So if you train me, you not only train me, you also can provide market.
We even supervise you. We even visit your farm.
So what do I need to get you to train me?
You just need to register as a member.
That's all?
Yeah, 250.
So if I register as a member and I'm in Buyukwe, your team just comes for free on ground, or you just train?
You're a member, so our team will come, you will not facilitate it. Because it will become expensive. If you call us when you're not a member, less than 1.5 million, we don't come at your farm.
So, and this membership, is it annual?
Yeah, it is renewable.
We continue, renewable. We make money together, we grow together, we learn together.
Yeah.
That's the concept of YPA.
Yeah.
And if someone now wants to invest with you, where do they begin from?
Our goat is 750. That is the price that makes everyone. What did he just say?
Friend, I remember there's a time I sold many goats and I hardly got 4 million. And you say,
but then that is a minimum. We have goats of 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 3.5, 4 million, 5 million goats.
So if I buy a goat of 700.
So I'm giving you a young goat that is almost conceiving.
So my friend here, Gashon, is going to buy a goat at 750.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to make sure he buys a goat at 750. So he buys a goat at 750. What does he expect?
You expect 100% profits per annum.
So if I bought a goat, I get another goat every year.
Yeah. If it is 750, that means you're going to be making 750 every year for a first period of 3 years.
So when you say 750, does it mean you give me the goat or you give me the money?
Both. It is your choice. You can choose to take goats or money, or both. If you started with one goat, like you said, in 3 years, we shall be having 4 goats. We take 1, you take 3. So from the 3 goats, you can choose to take 1 physically and 2 for cash, or you take 1 for cash and 2 real goats.
I want you to repeat that well.
Yeah.
I bought a goat of 750.
Yes.
In 2025.
So 2026, 8. So in 2028, you have 750 times 3.
So I have 3 goats.
3 goats. So you choose to
either take plus the one I got, or
yeah, we have retained 1.
So there should be 4 goats.
They should be 4.
But 1 is retained.
1 is ours, 3 are yours.
3 are yours.
Yes.
So if I bought goats of 7.5, that is 10 goats.
Yeah.
It means at the end of 3 years,
yes,
I have 700. Your phone. He said, yeah, you like your phone
shouldn't be far away from me. By the end of this, I want us to calculate 1 billion. I don't talk without calculating a billion. So remind me.
Yes.
We must have a simple calculation of from 0 to 1 billion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are saying you 1 goat, use 750. But in this case, we are going to times them 10. So that we have
7.5
M. It's what we've what?
we've bought.
We've bought.
Yeah, we've started with that. That is our capital.
Today in July.
Yeah.
July 2028.
No, not July 2028. Because today you've given me money, not goats. We've not constructed, we've not gotten the goats, we've not done anything, any pasture or anything. So we start counting 3 months later. From the date of payment,
So
count
July,
3 months.
September, October.
So your year starts with November.
So November 2028.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
I get back
Yes.
3 times 7.5. 3 goats per 1 goat.
Yeah.
Times 7.5. Which is
7.5 times 30 goats. That is 7.5 times 30. 22,500,000.
22,500,000. So tell me how I make $1 billion. So you're going to now we've seen if you invest 7.5,
yeah,
it's supposed to multiply times 3.
Yeah.
So in 3 years,
Yes.
if you're an employee, you've just started working. What JB is saying, not me.
Yes.
What JB is saying is that if you start working today,
yes,
and collect 7.5, don't hurry to buy a car, that old car, and you give him 7.5, in 3 years, it's going to give you 20.3. If you wait okay, let's say you actually made 15M, you'd have 44.6.
if you had started with 15M,
yes, if you had started 15M
times 3, that is 45M.
Yes, you'd have 45M.
Yeah.
So what he's trying to tell you, that if you give him 15M, he will give you enough money to buy a good car of 45
million
or 45 million in 3.
But by the time they graduate, they'll graduate with a brand new car. So because those are 3 years at campus, right?
Yes.
So as you start your campus, just buy a few goats. By the time you graduate, to graduate with your brand new car, that will be a good kind of life to start.
Here's the thing. I am going to first leave JB and talk to you, the person who is watching.
Yeah.
By the end, we would have proved whether JB, Obedi Ben, and YPA are the right people to invest with.
Yes.
But for you specifically, if we find it that they're the right people to invest with, what he's saying, if you're a kadam, and I'm quoting you.
Yeah, quote me.
And you went and worked and you got 15M the first year. Give him that 15M. Work for the next 3 years. When you come, he's going to give you 45.
Yeah, actually, he's giving goats the 15M. Because it is not me who makes the money, it is goats.
Okay, if you buy goats worth 15M.
Yes.
Okay. Now, and I'm going to tell you a story, and then you tell us mathematics of how to make $1 billion.
Yes.
There's a friend of mine. I hope you won't watch this. Unfortunately, the dad rested. Let me not use a friend. Make sure you cut that out. I know friends who, unfortunately, their parents rested, but initially they left them with some money and they didn't know where to begin from. And I'm going to imagine if someone has left you with 30M and you don't know where to start from. JB is saying, give me that 30M. I'm going to give you 90M after 3 years. So don't waste the money. Give me the 30M. Continue working for 3 years wherever you're working.
Yeah.
But after 3 years, I'll give you 30M. I mean, I'll give you 90M. How we've made the 90M, I've already done the mathematics. So I just multiplied. If I had invested 15, we would have gotten 45. So if I invest 30M, it means that I am gotten 90M. Now that leads me to a question.
Yes.
You always talk about $1 billion.
Yes.
How do I make $1 billion?
Can we proceed with with someone who started with 30M?
So you got 30M.
Mm.
Those are how many goats?
30M, those are they? Let's see, 30M divided by 750. 40 goats.
Those are 40 goats?
Yes. So 40 goats times 3 years.
So 40 goats times 3
gives us 120 goats, right?
It gives us 120 goats.
Then 120 goats. These are 3 years. Are 3 years. So 120 goats times 3 more years.
So when you leave
now,
you leave them there for another 3 years to make 6 years.
Yes.
So we multiply 120
times 3 years, making it 360 goats.
360 goats.
It is not yet a billion.
Yes.
360. We give it 3 years to make it now 9 years.
So
these guys who have been working with a capital of 30 for now 50 years without even reaching $500 million.
Yes.
So
you do 360.
360, that is 1,080 goats.
Which gives us 1,080
goats.
80 goats.
So those are 9 years.
Yes.
Give it 3 years. To make it 12 years, we seed it from there.
So we stop at 12 years. And
giving us 3,240 goats.
3,020.
3,240. 3,240 goats. So our contract we sign with you says our goat can change in prices, but it cannot go below the buying your initial investment. Exactly. So let's just consider the initial investment. As the initial price, you can earn, the lowest I can earn is 750. Is the multiplication of what I invested. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So multiply 3,000 by 750. Yes. That is 2,430 million. 2,430 million. In 12 years. So, Apuli, if you get 12 years and you add it on your age, will you be grown? Would you be so old to enjoy that 2 billion? Whoever lied to me to buy a car first, I hate you. No, I love you. But I bought a car almost 50M, my first car. So I'm wondering, and I've worked with judiciary for almost 10 years. Oh, yes. So I'm wondering if I'd put 30M. Yeah. Because I've worked for more than a decade. Yes. What you're trying to tell me, I would have 2 billion. Yes, 2.4 billion. Look at me. When I first hit my 1 billion, it is when I bought that car you're seeing down there. I don't know that you permit us to show you the car. It's okay. We are going to go and cover. I normally don't do it, but there is a kind of mindset we have as Ugandans. No, Africans. As Africans, actually. We believe by seeing. If you have discovered something good, I will let you first enjoy it, then I see the results. That's when I start accepting that it is really good. But do you know what those better countries did when they were discovering Africa? A few individuals came without knowing what is even in Africa. They died, others came. Until when they could know which routes to use, which areas to settle from, everything. They started digging down. They started doing all that stuff with wild animals like nothing. We didn't have zoos. JB. Wild animals were all over. But that is the reason as to why they are better than us. Because they are always ready to embrace anything that a brother brings. JB, so I don't want you to excite us for nothing. I'm not excited. Have you got someone a billion? I have, in YPA, I have a billionaires club. So in where I only have people who are worth $1 billion. If you're less than $1 billion account, you don't join the club. So you have people who have made it. Yeah. So let me ask you, can you get us some who can interview with us?
just to share their testimony.
Now, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, some
Not
can.
now, like even if you get us to.
Some can.
And it's not about them telling us that
They have,
the billion.
some have been interviewed by a number of people. Some don't want to come on air and speak about their finances.
Yes, that was understandable.
That is another problem with Africans now.
If you're part of the YPA, Billionaires Club,
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to tell us your money. I'm just asking you to help another person who is going to spend another 2 decades of working so hard wherever they are working, and at the end, they are broke, and in retirement, they regret the years they spent. So just share with us your story, even if it's 10 minutes. Now, that having been said.
Now you see, there is something you've said. I first bought different kinds of cars. But there is something I told you in the beginning. In this life, what you are today is because of what you believe. Not because of what you're doing. No, it is because what you are doing is entirely because of what you believe as well.
You know what I like about you?
So, I had some Sientas, I had some Wish cars, newer cars. But imagine from a newer car to that car. I didn't buy any other car in between there. Because there were so many choices to buy cars of 80 million, 100 million, cars of 200 million. They were there, but I chose to skip all of them to go to my dream car, so that I may stop dreaming a car and I dream bigger things, bigger than a car. Why should someone be dreaming a car? A dream. What is a dream car? Dream. Why is a car a dream?
Okay. JB.
So, ordinary ideas, ordinary businesses will make you good ordinarily. You're going to be someone who is admired by ordinary people. Vanga, in Uganda we say, oweriisa erimu muba erimu nga lyeriraba mubazibe baabiri abeera omukulembeze. So we get into financial menopause. Yeah. Early here in Uganda and in Africa at large, that if someone can achieve to count 100 million, my dear friend, he can even sleep for a week without working.
So, question.
Yeah.
What do you tell someone, a Musama or a Kadama, who wants to return in Uganda sometime, and they have suffered with sending money, and their parents, relatives, friends eat it? They've bought goats, and every time they tell them they have died, been stolen. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not, but it brings about mistrust. What should the Kadama or the Musama do?
The Musama should understand that you cannot give a dog meat to keep it for you.
That's what Pierre Olvumba said. But for him, he was talking about politics. He said that the typical African, when they've been given the opportunity to select their leaders, they select hyenas to take care of the goats, and when the goats are child, they wonder why.
They wonder why. These are hyenas. So you're giving your mother,
who also wants survival,
30 million, yet he has never even counted 10 million for herself. Yes.
So he says that he's not trustworthy.
It's it to handle his pressures are going to rise high. Like, I don't know, but everything is going to change. He will get lost into something that he doesn't understand.
So sometimes it's not a problem of trust.
It is not.
Sometimes it's a
look at what these parents
are doing.
Look at what these parents do. A parent is going to handle your money the first month, 2 months, and then an uncle is going to come in telling a parent that, but this Mutaban of yours, what has he done for all these years? They are just wasting time. And the mother will be like, no, my Mutabani is saving. Actually, as we speak today, I have his 30 million. He has kept the 30 million safe. And then the uncle says, oh, that is nice then. So you see, the next day he will come with a plan for the 30 million. Not stealing the money, but taking you into something where your money is going to be lost.
And sometimes they come with the problems. Someone needs an operation.
Exactly. And our mothers are, of course, they are social mothers. They want to help the community. Yeah, no, you see, give just 1 million. I'm going to bring it. But by the time he comes back, I will have given you. Actually, I'm going to even give you some profits.
What you're trying to say, to avoid that, trust someone who has financial capacity to manage your money.
Trust someone whom you can even imprison in case of anything. Trust someone whom you can even kill in case of anything. Yes, killing is godly. I normally tell my Christians, killing is godly. The first man to kill massively was God himself. Yes, look at Sodom, Gomorrah, where he was killing. So
you're legal.
When you read a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, they will give you 5 principles of money. Amongst the 5 principles, there is a principle that says, don't keep your money with someone who has not kept money for themselves. Be fresh. Yeah, he's your brother, yes. He's your aunt, he's your sister, he's your best friend, yes. But has he ever kept that money you're giving her for herself? If he has not been financially disciplined on his or her own money, what about yours? So we have not lost because of having untrustworthy relatives, but we have lost because of having ignorant relatives. You see now the word ignorant, it is not an abuse. Ignorance means not knowing something, period.
You know, you like quoting the Bible.
Yeah.
And when you're talking, I thought of something. God says, if you're faithful in the little, you'll be given much. So for you, wake up and give someone much before they learn how to manage the little.
Exactly. How really?
Ish. That
you see, this is a problem. When we talk about in the Bible still, we talk about the talents. People who are given 5, and the other one was given 1, and another one was given 3. And when their master came back, one who was given 1 kept it safe. Why am I bringing this example? Africa or Africans like keeping things safe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you're going to keep it for 10 years, safely for 10 years. But the question is, by keeping it or playing it safe, have you become what you really want to become in those years? By playing safe games, okay, what are the benefits from playing safe games? The Bible quotes again and says that the narrow path goes to heaven, and the wide path goes to hell. I apply that in business. That's why I told you that where there is no risk, I don't risk. Okay, I do not invest my money where I'm not seeing a big risk.
I am going to finish with one question.
Yeah.
After telling people, if you're like me who was in judiciary or in government employed for more than a decade, and you're going to be there for another decade, what if you can get out with $1 billion by just selling your car, even if you don't have the capital, and put it now for your future? So whether you're a Kadama, a Musama, an employee, or a business person, get some 30 million. I've been telling you people to put money in treasury bonds, in unit trusts, in stocks, and I've told you every investment has some risk. You can't say you want to earn somewhere where there's no risk. What matters is the level of the risk. But what this person is saying is that they carry on the risks on your behalf, and you wait for the benefits and profiting. Maybe what I'm going to ask him, and JB, I don't know whether you can answer this in one question before we go to the next section of 100 ways of making money. How do you cover yourselves against those risks?
We have insurance.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on groundwork matters most.
Yeah.
Yeah, we grow our own pastures. We don't let our goats share the grounds, the feeding grounds with other goats, other people's goats.
So you lower the risks at the farm.
Yes.
And
then we have
for sure
insurance.
risks, you have insurance.
Yeah.
Some of us,
Our brothers insurance, it is called Agro Consortium Insurance Company. So they insure agricultural projects. Yeah. So if you lose a goat at YPA, YPA doesn't lose anything, and neither does a member or the owner of a goat lose anything.
I've always told people, sometimes the problem is not knowing, and we have a couple thinking, have you ever thought that actually there are companies, called insurance companies, whose job is to take your risk?
Yeah.
So now,
We even insure maize.
for you,
We insure beekeeping projects, everything.
if you can't take an insurance policy, what JB is saying, come, we put together, we open up insurance policies together.
Yes.
Okay, I think for me, you've answered my question.
Because they might not work for you who has one goat.
And I made funny that we're talking about it. I made a promise with a lady. She works with Prudential Insurance.
Yes.
There's someone who works with you here, who interested her in this. But she told me I can't do.
Prudential is our partner, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
So she told me I can't do this before you tell me, because I've trained a number of people in investments. And I told her, but me have also not done anything right. How can I give that guy ahead before? Then she was like, maybe you look for them. And I was like, hey, I've seen these people in my done these circles.
Yes.
And then there's a video we had made with her, very short video, and said, my friends, we are going to be your sacrificial lamb. We are going to invest in YPA on your behalf. But when we make money, we shall be your kings. But when we lose the money, we shall be your sacrificial lambs that you will learn from us. But and I appreciate that I've had this interaction from you. For me, it's not even just an interview. It's a lecture, lesson learning from you. Meaning, most of my questions were actually personal. I've been satisfied.
Yeah.
And I hope in 12 years, I'm going to make $1 billion. So let me go for 30 million. At the end here, I'm going to ask my friend Magazi. I'm going to teach to my friend Magazi that I make you money in a particular way.
Yes.
And when you give me that money, actually invest.
Don't mind, none. You'll get it. Okay. We have no problem.
So now we go to our last section. These last two sections are quick a little bit.
Yes.
The 10 ways of making money.
Yeah.
Question number 1. What other 3 ways have you made money other than in your YPA in your lifetime?